Hello, it's Safari, aka Fit Mama. Today is August 5th, 2012. It is the end of my week 6 marathon training. This week has been a challenge to say the least. Since last week's 12 miles, so it started off after my 12 miles, I realized that I was losing a toenail, which for me was rather surprising. Never expected to lose a toenail. I'm thinking, out of all the things that'll happen during my training, losing a toenail was not one of the things I thought of. So this marathon training has definitely been an experience for me. 2 dark toenails, 1 missing toenail. It's not missing, it's just hanging on, but it's there. So since then, that's what's happened since last week. This week started off with Monday. I did 6 miles on Monday, which was pretty good. I didn't have any issues with that. Wednesday, I did another 6 miles. I did 4 miles, an easy run, and then I did 2 miles of speed work on the track, which consisted of 4 400s and some hill work. Well, after that, I was pretty much out for the rest of the week. I've been dealing with a hamstring injury. I think I mentioned that before. A hamstring sprain. And after the speed work, I couldn't walk Wednesday night. Wednesday night, I ended up in urgent care for 2 reasons. Because my toe was hurting very badly, which later I found out that I had an infection, and which I don't think was an infection. I don't think he really knew what he was talking about, but anyway, that's all better now. They gave me some medicine, antibiotic, and some pain medication, but the pain medication is doing nothing for my hamstring. I've been putting, I can't remember the name of that I'm putting on there. I've been taking the medicine, the pain meds, and I can't think of the name of it. I'll think of it shortly, I'm sure. But the pain just wouldn't go away. So Wednesday, I decided, earlier this week, last week I had decided I was going to switch my schedule up this week. So as opposed to running Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday were my run days. And then Thursday was cross training, and Friday was a run, and then a long run on Sunday. So I switched my schedule up to where I would have a day off before my long run. Well, needless to say, this week I had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday off. Saturday was supposed to be my long run, but Saturday morning I was just not able to. I could barely walk once again. I tried everything, and I couldn't get out there. So I was rather discouraged. But I iced it Saturday night. I put that ointment on my leg, but I can't think of the name of it just quite yet. And I felt better. So this morning I went out for my 9 miles. I started off with my running group, and they weren't doing quite as many miles as I was. So we went 1.5 miles, and then we stopped, and they went their way, and I continued on my route. Was kind of nervous about, doing those 8.74 miles by myself. So it wasn't 1.5, it was 1.24, I remember. So I went on down by myself, and surprisingly enough, I felt great. It was nice out today. The weather was perfect. We started off at 6 o'clock this morning. I was really surprised at my performance, seeing as though I didn't get much rest last night. These Olympics have been keeping me up pretty late. I've been watching the Olympics. But I slept for maybe 3 hours this morning. I like to try to analyze my pre-run meals. And this morning, I had oatmeal for breakfast. And I didn't have any caffeine. So I didn't have any coffee or any Fiber Energy, anything like that. And I felt great. Like I said, so I ran the whole 9 miles without stopping. I stopped at 1.24 miles at the light when my running group went their way, and I continued down my path. But I ran the whole way. It was I felt pretty good about it. The thing that I felt the most good about, I felt the best about, was the fact that I ran that route before during my half marathon training, and that was horrible. And today, like I said, I ran the entire route without stopping, including the hills. As I'm running this route, I'm remembering every place where I walked before, and the hills were serious. But I just kept digging deep, and I kept telling myself, I'm a survivor came on at one point that kept me going. Another one of my songs came on, one of my gospel songs came on, Fred Hammond, and don't give up, don't give up. That's what it was saying, don't give up. So each time, I always make sure I listen to motivational music that'll keep me going throughout the whole process. So I was able to finish my 9 miles. So I was very happy with that, especially after last week that had me very discouraged. But right now I'm discouraged again because as I was getting ready for bed, my leg is bothering me again, so much so to where it's hard to walk. I iced it. I stretched today after my run. That's one thing I noticed that I had not been doing previously, was stretching. So I made sure to stretch before and I stretched after, and I'm icing and I'm hurting. So that's kind of frustrating, discouraging, scary. Try not to get depressed. I was depressed earlier this week and the scale showed it, and I'm ashamed to say that I did some emotional eating this week, so my little weight that I lost last week, I did end up gaining it back. But hopefully I can get rid of that weight again this week. I'll be traveling this week, so that'll be kind of difficult, but I'll maintain that. But hopefully I can run. I've already canceled my run for the morning. I was supposed to run this tomorrow morning, but I can barely even walk, so I don't know if I'll have to take a week off or what I'll have to do. But I'm determined to keep going, to not stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Prayerfully, I'm praying that my leg doesn't give out on me. So say a prayer for me, and I'll see you next week.